Hold on here, guys. I hadn't added myself yet. Okay. Can you see me now? You should be able to see me now. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to cut off that like black screen that was like the first 2 minutes. Say hi in the chat. It's Viv. How are you doing? Can you hear me okay? Here for my Ask Viv, my Sunday live, that I'm gonna continue doing all the way through the month of September. Hey Percival. Yes, honey. Okay. So, how are you guys doing? What is going on? Say hello in the chat. I would love to greet you. Hi, Lydia. Thanks for saying hi. Hi, Lydia. Welcome, 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 welcome. And go ahead and let me know. We're going to jump right in. Sorry, guys. The light changing is the cat. The cat's just deciding he's going to walk in between me and my lights. He always wants to upstage me. In fact, I don't know why he's not walking this way. Well, because I got my bell right there. So let me know, what's your morning routine? What is your current morning routine like? Okay. And let me just, I feel like the eye level on my thing is a little bit high, but I think I'm going to leave it. So how do you start your mornings? What do you do? Do you meditate? Let me put it that way. Are you meditating? Are you working out? Are you exercising? Since COVID, are you working out at home? Like what are you doing? What are you doing? How are you doing your morning routine? Because it is really important to how your day goes, right? Hi, is it, let's see. Hi, Darth Obi. Hello, hello, hello. I love these screen names. The YouTube names can be so interesting. Welcome. Hi, Janae. Welcome, welcome. So share in the chat, like, what do you have a morning routine? So that's my first question. Do you have a morning routine? And I'm probably dehydrated, guys. I probably walked about 6 miles today. Just getting out. It was a gorgeous day where I am. And there's a lot of different nature areas. And I know you've seen me doing the walk and talks and stuff. And I just think I overdid it just a little bit. Just a little bit. I won't get into why. Oh, great. Okay. Darth Obi. Is that a given name, or is that like a stage name, or because that's unusual, Darth? Okay. Yeah. How do you start off your mornings? Just go ahead and share in the chat. I want to have a sense because you guys, the more I know about my audience, about you that show up, that are here, the better I can tailor my videos. Because you got to remember, you're seeing me, and so many people, like, I'll chat with them, like they'll do like a free call, and they're very excited because they know me and they see me a lot, but I don't get to know that much about them beforehand. So yeah, share things like, do you have a morning routine? And if so, what does it have to include? Okay. So yeah, I walked 6 miles in my mind, at least 5. And so I did not have water with me. So let's see. Okay, Lydia, you don't have a morning routine. Okay, that's fair. Thank you for letting me know. I mean, on YouTube, it's like the thing, everybody shares their morning routine. And that's what I want to talk about. We are going to talk about it, so stick with me. I have my main pet peeve with this whole morning routine business, okay? So that's why I want to know what you guys are doing, and then I'm going to share with you what I have personally seen is the problem with the morning routines, all right? Let me fluff my hair up a little bit. So let's see, who else has answered the question? What is your morning routine? Do you have one? Okay. Darth, thanks for sharing. Let's see. I start off my morning. A head blessing and listening to meditation music. I'm not consistent with it, though. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I want to talk about that because I think we would be consistent. Like, you're not the only one. I think we would be consistent if the routine really served us. Does that make sense? Like, if the routine was really, let me go a little this way. If the routine was really helpful, made us feel good, I think that we would be consistent. Okay, so that's my first sort of observation in this Ask Viv. Okay, thank you for sharing that, Darth. And actually, can you share with me what you mean by a head blessing? What is a head blessing? I don't actually know what that is. Maybe other people do. They probably do. What is a head blessing? Let's see. And Janae. Okay, so let's see what Janae said. Getting into a morning routine, it's been a challenge. I'm getting a call to be more of a night owl for a moment. Okay. Okay. So sometimes if we're staying up really late, and that's one of the things I do want to address, and that is can be a problem. If you are staying up relatively late, then doesn't your morning routine get pushed like way off, right? Like, when does your morning routine? Is it like at noon? Like I always said, my nose always itches the minute I go live. So Janae, thanks for sharing. So it's a challenge. I hear you. Hi, Donna. Yeah, my nose is itching, and it's like my nose was fine all day, really. When I was walking my 6 miles, my nose didn't bother me. Hey, Viv. Hi, Donna. Hi, Donna. Good to see you. Good to see you. Donna, what is your morning routine? Do you have one? So please share in the chat. The more I can get, this is like a survey. This is my poll. It's like taking political polls. I'm just polling you. I want to know, do you have a routine? What must you do in the routine? Like, are there any runners out there? Like, do you get up and have to run in the morning? Or, do you work out inside your house, especially given, COVID? And depending where you are in the world, hi, if you're not in the US, I love getting viewers from outside the US. The bulk of the viewers are American based. But it's nice to get people from like really far away. I love that. I love that. I love that. Okay, who else has a morning routine to share? And again, we've got Lydia in the house. We've got Janae. We've got Darth. And who else? Who else is here? More of you are here. I know this is also a little bit late. Let's see, I started at 7 because I'm experimenting. I'm experimenting with what's a good time. So I have a video on morning routines, okay? You may have seen that one. And in it, I mentioned things like typically, I would meditate. Now, this is not every day in the morning. In fact, for me, meditation has shifted to the evening. That's why I wanted to do this video, because I made the morning routine. And then, of course, over time, I've shifted what I do. So I'm meditating in the evening. When are you guys meditating? Are you doing morning? Are you doing like right when you get home from work, just to like chill out and empty your mind? Or are you doing it before sleep? And let's see. Darth, yeah, what is the head blessing? What is the head blessing? If you're still with us, if you didn't run off to like get a glass of red wine or something. I like red wine. I like white wine too. Let's see. So my morning routine has shifted, and I was sort of just taking in some information that I really wanted to share with you guys, with the Bliss Babes and the Wise Women and the Divine Masculine that may be listening in on the channel. What I'm finding, you guys, so let me tell you what happened for me with my morning routine, okay? Let's get real here with this morning routine business. It was taking too long. My morning routine was taking up a good, not like, obviously, not like all of my day, but it was taking up more time than I wanted it to. So give me a yes in the chat if you've had that, where you've had a morning routine. You're like, I'm doing everything right. I'm journaling. Maybe it's a gratitude journal, meditation. I'm doing some yoga, some stretching. What else? And that's just for you. Never mind if you have kids and then you have what you have to do with them. Let's leave them aside, okay? So let me know if you have found that your morning routine was getting too long. And that's really what inspired me to talk about this today. So I'm going to just put up some of your comments. Let's see. Donna. Okay. I'm a mom of two. It helps me to at least brush my teeth and stretch or meditate. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I recommend if you can get up even just a little earlier, like 15 minutes earlier, Donna, and for everyone watching in the replay, some of you I know have kids. So if you can just get up a little before the kids, that is going to make such a difference because that way you're setting the energy of the day as the mom, as the matriarch, right? I really believe, and this might sound old fashioned, but it's beyond old fashioned. It's like sort of just ancient wisdom. As the woman in the home, your energy has a real profound impact, especially on the children. So what you got to do is get up ahead of them so that you're calm, you're centered, you're peaceful. And I like that phrase matriarch, right? That, that the feeling of the matriarch and to really step into that role. So that's a recommendation for that. So give me more of what your routines are. So Donna, yeah, I know it can be very hard. Okay, so I switch between journaling, qigong, and meditation. Okay. So I love that because again, I was doing like 3 or 4 things in the morning, right? So you've got your journaling. I'm sorry, but if I journal, that's about 20 minutes. And then qigong, 10 minutes, maybe 20 minutes, maybe half hour, right? And then meditation, I always say 10 minutes is your minimum for meditation, goddesses. You can do 5 minutes, but literally by the time your butt hits the cushion and you just start to settle and then the alarm goes off, right? So I say 10 minutes is what I really recommend, okay? As a meditation teacher, right? 10 minutes is minimum. So I like that you're switching. Shimashim, how do you decide? Do you, for example, have it, okay, Monday and Fridays I journal, right? Beginning of the week, end of the week, or do you just do whatever you feel like? Let me know in the chat. I'm curious as to how you do that. And say hi to each other in the chat, you guys. I really want your wisdom to be a real part of this. Hi, if you're just joining, we're talking about, is your morning routine potentially messing you up? Okay, that's kind of controversial in YouTube land because you all know everybody has their beautifully filmed morning routine, and I'm just breaking it down for you. Honestly, I don't know that I trust those people who give you this elaborate, and beautiful morning routine that they show you. I'm saying that as a YouTuber. It's one thing to film a morning routine, goddesses, and it's another thing to do that morning routine. So just don't beat yourself up. Okay, let me see. Hang on, let me put up another one here. Janae, it's taking up the day. Yep. I'm waking up at 4 a.m. and so do the kids. I know, you start getting up earlier and earlier, Janae, and then it's like the kids, they hear you, please, if any moms out there have a tip as to how to wake up and not have the children hear you, I don't know. So Janae, yeah, you're doing a morning routine, taking up your day. So that is really what I want to talk about. If your morning routine is taking too long, you have to look at that. You have to say to yourself, is this thing serving me? Again, this was some information I was connected with this was from some guys, very successful businessmen, but they were talking about their morning routine. And they were saying that, yes, some people, okay, I got a gratitude journal, right? And then I'm meditating and then I'm stretching. And the guy's like 2.5 hours later, he hasn't done any work yet. Okay. So that is a problem. So that's what I want to just really establish, that if your morning routine is taking too long, and I'm putting myself in that, I'm going to change. We need to change it. Okay. So that's established. We're going to go on from there now. I just want to put up a few more comments. Let's see. There's a book by Ilana Vazant called Tapping the Power Within. In the book, she talks about the importance of being blessing, protecting, and guarding your head. Okay. I feel like you got your whole body. But when you say your head, do you also just mean your thoughts, your mind, Darth? Break it down even more for us. Share some wisdom. Is it your head in terms of like, yes, your mind and protecting your mind from outside forces. And I do want to talk about that. I don't recommend watching the news. You guys know me. Hi, if you're just joining. I don't recommend watching the news in the morning or very much at all, but not in the morning. That's going to have a negative impact really on you. Okay. 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 Thank you. Yeah. Thanks for clarifying. Okay. Yeah. So it's mental and spiritual, with your head being as like, housing your thoughts and all of that. I look at it more as, especially for women, our wisdom is throughout our whole body. And so I have a series of videos on grounding, centering, and shielding your whole body. And of course, clearing your mind and your thoughts. I think that's beautiful. And in the morning, your mind should be pretty clear. It should be pretty clear. So let's put up one more comment that I'm going to go on. I keep my morning routine simple. Yes. Meditation, shower, lemon water. Okay. I like that one. So meditation, shower. Are you doing cold showers? Because that's a whole thing now. Goddesses, I tried the cold shower. I can do a cold shower, and I do believe it's stimulating. I know that, and I do believe it's good for you, but I cannot do like my regular hot temperature. Okay. We're used to like our hot water here in the US, and I know that's kind of spoiled compared to some parts of the world, right? But I can go cold shower slowly. I can get very cold, but I cannot just step into a cold shower. Okay. Who watching can step into a cold shower? Be really curious if you can do that. It's just too much of a shock for my body. And I don't think that's good. Okay. Personally, I don't think it's good to shock the body in that way. I think if you start with like warm and you want to get the benefits of cold shower and then just move it cold, that's how I would do it. I'm not going to step into an ice cold shower. No. I don't need that machismo. I'm sorry. I'm just going to call it machismo. Here, I'm just picking a comment. I didn't even read it. Oh, okay. Yes, it's a spiritual thing. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Oh, good. Okay. You got to watch your munchkin. You got to watch them. You cannot barely turn your back on kids because it's amazing. Hi, Lakeisha. Welcome. So the morning routine is taking too long. Let's just start from that. So these are my suggestions. Okay. And I'm going to try this. I'm giving this info to you. I have not started it yet. But again, this was coming from some very successful businessmen and I know morning routines are important. Like I know that. So I want to share with you because I really, really think this is a good idea. So the number one, do the night before, okay? The night before, do a mind dump. Okay, I'm going to put that in the chat, a mind dump. I think I need the mind dump. Okay, so the mind dump. What is the mind dump? What do you guys think of that? I don't even know if I like the name. I'm a Virgo. I'm Virgo/Leo, and I'm like both. And mind dump. But what your mind dump is I'd like for you to get some paper, and before you go to sleep, and I would love for you to try this tonight. Okay, so the mind dump is everything that's in your mind. Oh my God, I got to get groceries. Oh, the kids need new pair of sneakers. Oh, I've got to sign them up for that after school program. Oh my gosh. Oh, I have to get this done. Oh, I have to make the doctor's appointment. All of that. Get a piece of paper and just dump it onto the paper. Okay. When I heard that, and I've heard that before, but again, after I saw that my morning routine was not working because it was taking too long, goddesses. It was taking me to like 11 or 12. I know that sounds funny, and I'll explain why it was taking me that long, but do the mind dump. Get everything that is bothering you. They've even done studies about women and how our minds work relative to men. Again, we're all a spectrum. Not everybody fits this, but things like even having a messy home, they found bothered women more than men. And that did not surprise me. Okay. It just didn't surprise me. So that if your space is messy, the woman feels more uneasy and she feels responsible, and there's a whole thing that happens for her. So what I would do is mind dump. So this is the equivalent of cleaning your house. We're just opening the mind and just dumping it all out, okay, on a piece of paper. That's the first step, okay? I'm going to put up some, hi, Peach Mari. Welcome. So mind dump. Oh, yeah. Well, extremely hot. Yeah. Luckily, thank you for sharing that. Luckily, my blood pressure is normal to low. So yes. Yeah. Yeah, I don't do that scalding hot that some people do. I mean, it's hot, but it's not like that scalding hot. Yeah, no, and my blood pressure is actually really good despite all the stress. All right, that's why I teach meditation, because I've had a stressful life. So, but thank you for sharing that with the community. Thank you for sharing that. So that's the first step, mind dump. Then the next step that I want to leave you with in this video, that you really get something from it. And like I said, I'm going to try this. Pick your top 1 to 3 things and make a to-do list. Now, we all make a to-do list, but let's be honest. My to-do list sometimes is like a scroll. It's like a paper scroll, my to-do list, right? So what this businessman was recommending is your top 3 things. Let me know what you think of that. Would you put 3, or would you just go with your, I mean, I think that nobody in the Western world is going to only put 1 thing. So put your top 3 things on the to-do list. That's step 2. Okay. What do you think about that? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to have some water. And then if you have any questions, just put them in the chat. Those of you who are watching live, there is a chat. If you're watching afterwards, put it in the comments, okay? So chat is for live, comments is for after. So pick your top 3 things that would move the needle, goddess, that would move the needle. So I'm sorry, but some appointments, they're not going to move the needle for you, especially if you're focused on your finances, especially if you're an entrepreneur. And now I know not all of you are, but what is the top thing that if you got it done would have the most impact? That's how I want you to think of it. So write the top 3. That is the second step you're going to do. You've cleared your mind with the mind dump. Then you've got all this stuff on the piece of paper, and then you can then pick out what's most important, what will move you forward to your goals, to your vision, to your dreams, out of all this mind dump stuff, okay? So let the stuff that's just ridiculous, let it go. Don't even think about that. Look at what would move me forward the most and put that on your to-do list, the top 3, okay? Let me know, what do you guys think about that? Give me some feedback. Do you mind dump? I don't think a lot of us do it. Some of the benefits of the mind dump are, as I was studying about this, you're going to sleep better, because often those of us who have trouble sleeping, and I don't typically have trouble sleeping, but often when I work with clients and like good friends of mine have insomnia, it's because your mind won't shut off. Your mind will not stop planning and thinking and rehashing. That's why I recommend meditation, okay, to get control of that. So let me know, do you do a mind dump? Have you ever done a mind dump? And guys, I'm not seeing the comments. Hold on. I am going to have to go onto YouTube. Mind dump. Have you ever done a mind dump? And so you're going to get a weird feedback there. It takes about 20 seconds, goddesses, from your comment for me to see it, maybe about a minute even. Welcome. We're talking about our morning routines and if they're really serving us. Okay. Actually, I'm reading another comment that I had missed. Yeah, the cold shower while rinsing my hair and my face. Yes, I feel like that's enough. I'm not trying to I'm not trying to become like a Navy SEAL or anything. Okay. Virgo Bliss. I should mind dump. I will sleep better. Yeah. That is what this gentleman who was sharing this information was saying, is that his sleep improved because if you just get all that stuff out of your head and just get it onto a piece of paper. Like I said, I'm excited to try this. My fear is that I'm going to be like too tired at night. So I think I would say try the technique that I'm talking about. Don't wait till you're super tired. Okay. Don't wait till you're like really, really tired. And I'm saying that for myself as well. So the final thing on this, so mind dump all of your worries, all of your plans, all of your to-dos just on a sheet of paper, just to get it out of your brain. Then pick the top 3 that will move the needle for you in your life. Nobody can tell you what that is. Okay. Then the final thing, and this is the really hard one. Are you ready for it? I'm going to put up some comments. Yeah. And Goddess, yeah, you could just do it even if you don't want to do the other parts of it, which I do recommend. But yes, just, I guess that's why some people journal, right? Like the journaling is like, oh, he didn't call and we had this fight, and it's kind of a mind dump. But what I'm talking about is a mind dump where it's everything, plans. It's not just your emotions or your feelings. It's more everything that's on your brain. Like, oh my God, I have to schedule that. And oh, I have to do this. Oh, and I have to cancel that. Oh, and I have to, that type of thing. Okay. You ready for the final thing? And I'm loving your comments. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that's sweet. Honestly, I should probably do that as well, because doodling, especially making designs, like just sort of, I did that in school. I mean, I'm an artist, and before I was like in art school, when I was bored, of course, I'd be sitting there making these beautiful designs or drawing eyes. Like artists often draw eyes. I'd be just drawing like an eye and a nose. I'd usually draw an eye and a nose, maybe a mouth. And then, the teacher would never notice. Okay, final thing. Are you ready? This is the hardest thing. As early as you can in the next day. So we did this the night before, and now you have your to-do when you get up. Do your morning routine, but as soon as you can, as early in the day, get the hardest thing done. Okay? What do you think about that? And I know this, like these guys run multi-million-dollar businesses, but they're down to earth as well. I know that sounds weird, but they're like these fitness dudes and they're just like very real. They weren't born into money. And this is what they have found that has really helped them get to where they are. And I could see that. Do the hardest thing first. And I know for me, I'll just be like, oh, I'm gonna do this first. And that's why I do the yoga, and then I've meditated. Oh, and then I'd watch my Kukua African dance fitness. And by the time I'm ready to work, I already feel like it's 11:30. Okay. Let me know if this has happened to you guys. So basically what I'm saying is you still do your morning routine, but do not let your morning routine obstruct you. I like that. Don't let it obstruct you from what your goals are. Do the one hard thing. Do that one hard thing. And I know you guys have probably heard of this. It's called Eating the Frog. This guy, who I actually don't vibe with him. I've mentioned it before. I don't particularly vibe with him, but his book is very famous. I can't think of it, but it's based on this. I just eat the frog. And what that means is the thing that's the hardest for you to do. Like if you have to go talk to the principal of your school about your kid, or there's something really difficult, do not put it off, Goddess. And so he's like, that's the frog, right? Which is, I love it because it's like so gross. And he's like, just eat it because you're going to have to eat it. Why spend the whole day agonizing and thinking how icky it is, and just eat it and get it done. And so I'm going to try that. Those are just basically what I wanted to share with you. Eating the frog. Yep. Eating the frog is, but what is that technique? Hi, Abiram. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. So let me know, what do you think of this? What do you think of these 3 steps? Janae, are you still here with me? Virgo Bliss, what do you think of these 3 steps? Do they sound like they would be helpful? Do they sound like they'd be helpful? Yes, smart. I've heard some say to find times in your day when you're most productive. Yes. Okay. And that's absolutely true. It's funny for me, I actually get going in the afternoons. Now, Goddesses, that's what I'm really trying to figure out, is that part of my natural rhythm? And because I'm self-employed and, and content creator and educator and coach, I can set my day to a great extent, which is mostly why I do it. So I tend to get going by the afternoons, but when I have gotten up in the mornings after being rested, I do also feel that freshness of the new day. And there's definitely just holistically with the sun rising and everything coming to life. So that's a great, you do want to find out when's your best time. I tend to say that I'm a night person. So yes, how would this work? One of the guys commented that he has a friend who does the same thing, but it's flipped because he's a night person, like he's got his routine, but it's still getting it done like at the best time for him. So yeah, that's an interesting, I respect that comment. I think if you have the option, do it at your most productive time of day, if you know what that is. So I'm going to ask you, what is your most productive time of day then? Yes, goddess, but I feel the same way. But there's been so much research, and I feel like it's contradictory. Are there different types of people? And I've said this before. Are there really? And there are books about it. I know there are books that claim, yes, they're different, I think, chronotypes. And then there's sort of every spiritual tradition that I have seen stresses the idea of work with the natural rhythm. Like we all have gotten up in the morning and you hear the birds and the air is clean and the sun, which is the most, powerful in terms of, how do I put it? Entity, you know what I mean? It's a powerful force in our lives. Okay. We pay less and less attention to it. I'm sitting here in front of a fake sunlight, right? But it's still, all of life revolves around that light and dark rhythm. So many traditions say, go with that rhythm, ride that rhythm is when you're really going to be your best. So, I can't figure it out. Just like you're saying, Dreadhead Beauty, I totally have more energy in the evening. But what I have found as I'm getting older, and I want to be honest with you, when you're younger, I feel like that works well. I have yet, you've got me really thinking, to find someone maybe 50s or 60s who still says, yes, I'm most productive at night. It can start to give you issues in the methodology that I'm trained in, potentially with liver, gallbladder. If you're up really late, it can tend to just throw off those particular organs. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm going to say. Here, hang on. I'm going to copy something and put something in here. Yes, I'm going to try to do the hardest thing first and pay attention to my most productive. Yeah. Exactly, right? We don't really know, like, what is my most productive? Because again, we're hitting up against habit. Though I do think there are two types of people I've met. They're morning people. They're just naturally morning people. And then a lot of artists and musicians, right? A lot of creative types at night is when our energy sort of rises, but that may not be good for our health. And that's all I'm saying. And hang on, guys, I may have to, because it is getting hot between the sunlight that I have on, the sun lamp. It is crazy. And my talking. Hold on. Let me move my lamp away a little bit. See if that helps. Is it really humid where you guys are? It's really humid. I'm in the Northeast and we've had really warm temperatures and like bugs, mosquitoes. My friend said it's like bayou weather. And I've never been in the bayou. He's like, it's bayou weather. Wow. Dreadheaded Beauty. Oh my gosh. See, I say things, you guys, and I know some of you are just like, where'd she get this information or whatever? And I was just speaking to this woman. I do not know her. And she just said, I have had gallbladder issues. Yeah. Dreadheaded Beauty. Yep. That's what I'm telling you. again, I have a big view of things. So let me know what you guys think of this. This is my theory. Let's see if I can explain it well. In nature, right? Think of all our ancestors and think of just civilization. There would be some people who would thrive more in the morning and they'd be, hunting and farming. And then there'd be some night people. And can't you see how that could give some safety to the tribe? And I'm saying people all over the world because you almost want some people up at night. It's just a thought, right? So for whatever reason, some people are at night, but that doesn't mean that nature also says that it's as good for you. Does that make sense? In the same way that some people do have a higher susceptibility to certain illnesses. So that's why I told you. That's why I'm a night person, but I'm still not convinced that it's healthiest. And that's a different question. That is a different question. So yes, liver and gallbladder. Again, what I'm trained in, and when I advise clients, those hours, I will tell you the hours. Once you start from 11 to 1 and 1 to 3, you're pushing and you're using your liver and gallbladder energies. And so the organs just are not able to rest. Now, the West, again, I'm not a medical doctor, so I'm also going to say the energies, I'm not diagnosing, but in many holistic systems that are ancient and that they've seen over time, that time period, ideally you should be asleep, is all I'm saying. Because if you push into that from 11 to 3, you will get more energy, but you're drawing on the energy of these organs, and therefore you're using them. It's like running a factory late. So yeah, I respect these systems because I've seen them play out when I consult with people or when I do a massage. As you guys might know, I'm a licensed massage therapist, and the type of massage I do is called shiatsu. And it uses some of this information to help to figure out how to work with the person. So that is fascinating. Yeah. So Dreadheaded Beauty, I would suggest to you, it couldn't hurt you to go to see if you can go to bed earlier. If you can go to bed earlier. Yeah. Okay. Guys, let me pull one thing too. I want to, I'm loving the conversation. And I lost my tab here. I just want to put up, let's see what some other folks said. Pay attention. Yes, do. I'm more productive between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. Yes. So this would work well for you. So my tips were just don't put off the hardest thing, right? So, but if you're a real night person, obviously, and you have to make a phone call, you can't be calling, the person at 10 o'clock if it's a business thing. So you could see how even night people like myself, we still have to work with the rhythms of, the majority of society, right? Yeah, you're welcome, Dreadhead Beauty. Let me put in, you guys, hold on one second. Don't leave yet. I want to mention my chakra challenge that I am doing. And so hold on, I've got to grab the link. So let me just go over. I've got to go to my own channel to get the link. Hold on, in a different tab. Hold on here. It's the previous video. Join it. It is free. Hold on, I got to mute. Okay, there we go. And what it is, hold on. I'm just trying to grab the link. Just join this. Okay, it is free. I am doing it for you guys. I'm going to copy and paste. Hold on here. I'm slow on the tech, people. I'm just slow. I just type in one finger at a time. Okay, there we go. This is how you sign up. I just put it in the live chat. And what it is, I'm running it live. It's not like pre-done. You sign up, you will start at day 1. Today was day 2. It's okay. Just join it. 7 days. And I'm just giving 1 or 2 practices to work with each chakra. So I want to take a different tact because I think you guys might find this interesting. Is there a chakra related to our morning routine, to if we can get going in the mornings? I may do a separate video on this. But again, right, we just touched on the liver, gallbladder. If you are a night person, that energy is going to keep you wide awake and creative, and you're going to feel a lot of drive. The liver gallbladder, which is the third chakra, Manipura chakra. So liver gallbladder has to do with drive and ambition. And so that's why those of us who are that type, you just get this surge of energy. Like I said, be careful with it. So you can still join. I'm going to put this on screen, though putting it on screen isn't helpful because it's like a bunch of numbers. But so you'll get by email different practices. I am doing potent points some days, depending on the chakra. I'm pulling it from my chakra course. I will put a potent point, and usually there'll be an image so you can find it. I might put journal questions. I might put a meditation that is not on my channel, okay? So this is stuff that I have not put out on my channel. So join that chakra challenge, and it's really just to get our vibration higher. I feel like there's so much going on right now. I know it can feel like the world is falling apart. So even this short challenge, I think, will be really helpful for you guys. I know it will be helpful. And as I said, I'm drawing. I'd love to show you, but I don't know in the software I'm using. Hold on, you guys. Let me just do one thing. Yeah, okay. Nothing happened. Oh God, I don't know how to show you like inside of the chakra course. It is enrolling now. And if you go through the 7-day challenge, I have a bonus that I will offer to those who go through the whole challenge, because my first live for the chakra course, it's private, it's for people who are enrolled, will be September 25th. So it's coming up. So join the challenge. Janae is somebody here who has taken the course and has gotten a lot of benefit from it. And she happens to be here live. Yep. Root organization. Yeah, nice. Yes. I like how you're thinking. You guys also know that I am doing a certification with the chakra course. And so if you are Reiki master, massage therapist, yoga teacher, trust me, this will really, really help you. Okay. So yeah, maybe I'll do a separate video with the chakras and sort of looking at organization or our daily pattern. I also, goddesses, did a video that was excellent of mantras for the day. I can't remember which day, if I did Friday. It didn't get a lot of views. Let me know in the chat. Are you interested in like a mantra for each day to help you be in balance with the energy of the day? And again, with the planetary ruler of that day, basically. I have found it really helpful. Speaking of what doesn't work, okay, my long ass routine. Sorry, my light went out. My routine that was taking me too long. What I have found makes my day go very smoothly. Meditation, absolutely. I promise you, if you start meditating, you will see the benefits. And doing the mantra for the day. So let me know in the comments if you would watch that video, if I should continue to make the other 6, because I made it for 1 and it didn't get as many views. So then I didn't make the others because, I'm like, well, if people aren't interested, then I'm not going to do it. But yeah, Janae, I love how you're thinking of that. Yeah, root with organization, sacral cycles. And also the sacral too, in terms of emotionality. If somebody is unbalanced with the sacral chakra, their emotions can be too like over here, over there. And that, of course, makes it hard to be organized, right? There's a balance between your emotions and your mental and your emotional. So yeah, the chakras definitely. And again, maybe this can be a separate stream, or maybe I'll make a recorded video. But let me know, would you watch a video about the mantra for each day just to get yourself in balance for the day? You might just chant it a few times, sit and meditate, and then start your day. So Monday, a mantra for the moon, Saturday for Saturn. And Saturn can really kick your ass if you don't know. Saturn can really mess with your life when you're in a Saturn cycle, especially in the Eastern system of astrology. They're able to really pinpoint a Saturn cycle, and it can be very, very tough, believe me. So let's see. Let me put up some comments here. Let me go back. Virgo Bliss. Yeah, because you're a fellow Virgo. Okay, yes, yes. So I think I have for Friday, but I need to, on me, I need to organize it. I need to make a playlist so that you can find it. So right now I only have one day of the week. So I'm going to make them. You know what? And if people, if 200 people watch it, imagine 200 people in a room, goddesses. Like, that's what another YouTube channel was saying. Like, if you have a video where 4,000 people have watched it, imagine in a room how amazing that would be. So, I need to keep that in mind. I really do. I need to keep that in mind. Yes. Oh, Sana Hart. Hi, Sana. Yes. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah, no, I remember you from other lives. Okay. It will be open through the fall to about mid-fall. But the first live is the 25th. So it's not necessarily a cutoff for registration, but that's when I'm saying, like, don't miss the first live. Now the live repeats again, okay? Because I came up with a system this way that you can enroll when you're able to. So Sana, I'd love to connect you with Janae. She has taken it and love the course. She is a yoga teacher. Let me tell you a little bit about my chakra course, because I know some of you, and some of the folks on my channel are into chakras from video games. I just found out, I knew that there's some video games talking about chakras and just sort of, making them part of the gaming and super mystical, which they are, but whatever. The person may not be into spirituality or self-development necessarily. So I just mentioned that. So now my audience is all different people, gamers, maybe they're 19, I don't know, maybe they're 25. And then, so anyway, where was I going with that? The course on the chakras is more in depth than anything I have out on my channel, and it is organized for you. And I have been working with the chakras over probably about 20 something years, because my interest began in the 90s. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. The 90s. Okay, so I'm not just somebody who's just popped up on Instagram and who's posting pretty pictures about the chakras. My interest began before I became a yoga teacher, and I've been a yoga teacher since 1994. 1994, old school. So it's for who needs to receive it. Okay, yes. You have a routine. Yeah. The morning routine thing has gotten out of control. Like, if you take nothing else from the video, I give you permission to seriously look at if it's serving you. What I would not cut out of your routine is meditation somewhere in your day. Okay. And as I said, for me, my meditation happens in the evening. That's when I'm really relaxed, right? I got on my comfy clothes. I got my little meditation shawl. I may have had a cup of tea or whatever. And I know the day is behind me. That's when I can meditate. So goddesses, you don't have to meditate in the morning. You can meditate in the evening. Okay. It depends on your routine. It depends on if you have children. It depends on your partner. Maybe they work at night, or they get up and go to work early. So you want to have the evening. So maybe when they're gone in the morning is when you meditate. So you really can flex with it, but do not let your morning routine like take over your life. Okay. So Sana, let me put, my website is in the flow of here, because I really believe we can live our lives in the flow of magic. And so that's why I came up with that name. It just actually came to me. Sana, if you haven't already, I don't think you have, but first of all, I'd say just do the free challenge, Sana. Start with that. And as I said, I'm going to offer a bonus to those who go through that challenge. So that is what I would recommend, is go through the chakra challenge. We're only on day 2. We're only on the sacral chakra. And Sana, when you sign up, the way it's set up, thank God for technology, you'll get day 1. So you haven't missed anything. You're just like a little bit behind, okay? And I am making a chakra quiz. I have one. I don't like it and it's not complete, even though people have been taking it. And I'm like, I should take it down. But I'm working also on a chakra quiz to help you find out which energy center is the most imbalanced. So that's something I am working on. And of course, it takes kind of a lot of work. The questions have to be, they have to be good. They have to be accurate to get the proper response. So that's something that I will be working on. But do the challenge. The link is right in the chat. And if you're watching the replay, I will put it in the comments. So any questions, you guys, any questions at all about morning routines? As you guys just saw, is it Dreadhead? She said something. I said something off the cuff, just from my knowledge, about a particular health issue, and she had that health issue. So I know my stuff, okay? I know there's a lot of free things on YouTube. They might be younger, cuter, flashier camera, but I do know my stuff, and as well, my intuition kicks in. So ask me any questions now. I'm going to stick around. I haven't had dinner yet, but I'm open for some questions. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, take the challenge. KB45. I can't repeat all your numbers. The link to sign up is scroll up in the comments and you'll see, and it's Manifest the Chakras will be the end part. Okay. And just take part in the challenge, and then it's going to end with a bang with a live. I will do a live, and I will do on Zoom. Yeah, and like I said, there'll be bonuses. If you are really low income, get in touch with me. Maybe we can do something where you're able to take the course. Like I had a young woman who is in England, who is a budding artist, super sweet, and she's just graduated from art school. And so if you are, truly low income, we can work something out where you can take the course. Okay. Just get a hold of me and do it soon. Because as I said, the first live for the course for the Chakra Soul Alchemy, the first live is on the 25th. Okay. So yeah, get in touch. Any questions about meditation? Any questions about, your morning routine? I'm going to try this, you guys, seriously, and also why I care is because I want us I think we're all here for a purpose. And so I don't think our purpose is necessarily to work at Chick-fil-A or to work at McDonald's or to, and it might be for some people part of their path, but we all have a purpose. So if you work at McDonald's, then your path might be that you also help children, that you're a volunteer with children. Do you see what I'm saying? Sometimes the reason we're here may not be our job per se. Okay, so I do want to make that clear. So I'm not saying that you might have a job that's not stimulating, but there's still something else. Maybe your mission here is to help take care of your grandmother, who was a beautiful support for the family, and now she is ill. I don't know where I'm getting this from. Somebody watching this is going to be the case. And so the reason you're here is to help her in her later years. Okay. So we all are here on purpose for a purpose. That's really, really important for you to know. So I'm not trying to say just your job determines why you're here. So you could have a mundane job and still have a very powerful purpose. Your purpose, for example, say you have a job where you do a lot of customer service. Maybe you truly bring, I don't know, I just got the word prayerful too. So somebody else watching this, maybe you bring such a love and such a sense of peace when people are stressed. Say you're a receptionist in an office, a medical office, but you're always kind. I'm actually thinking of a receptionist in one of my doctor's office that I go to. This woman, you guys, is as chipper. I think she's on something because she's just like, hi. And she's just like so excited. She's so excited to see you. It's always positive, right? So that could be her mission, to spread that love, Oh, thank you, Janae. You know, Janae, I put your thing up and I hadn't read it. Okay, Janae says that nothing on the internet that is free relates to this course. I was looking for 3 years before I found this chakra course. Yes, Janae, yeah, thank you so much for saying that. Yeah, especially the PowerPoints. I should call them the potent points, right? Not PowerPoint like the boring slide thing. Potent points that I teach that I have correlated with each chakra. Okay. And this is, many, many years of study to pick the points that are accessible. So these are like potent points on the body that I correlate with the chakra energy because the meridians feed into the chakras. So the meridians are almost like veins. You could think of them as they're like veins in your astral body and the energy flows through them, right? So all of our organs, goddesses, are nourished by these nadis. And so within my chakra course, I teach you points that, and I don't overwhelm you because you don't need that many points, but I correlate points to each chakra. So it is very, very powerful. And that is what the students mention the most that they like. They like the lives with me and they like the learning these points and integrating them. That is what I get the most compliments on from the chakra course, from Chakra Soul Alchemy. So yeah, any questions? Do you have a question about your morning routine, about meditation, about what type of yoga you're doing? Even as I said, with the young woman who mentioned staying up late at night, and I was able to just literally from that say, hey, these particular organs are under stress. And then she said, in fact, I do have an issue with those particular organs. So yeah, throw me some questions. I'm just putting in my website here, in the flow of magic.com. Because yeah, I love lives and I feel like, let me see. Is this a question? If it's a question, let me see. Yeah, you have to, that's normal. You have to know what it is you're wanting. Are you wanting just peace? Are you wanting more, your days to go smoother? Are you wanting to relieve stress? So depending on what you want, that will, like I said, I think I said this before, this will motivate you. So you need to really, I would even take time and journal. What is it that I want from my spiritual practices? What am I trying to feel? What am I desiring? Is it to feel stronger in your intuition? Which does come up as you practice meditation more. Is it to also feel healthier and happier? Do you suffer from depression and you're trying to balance that? All of that matters to how consistent you can stay. Yeah, all of that matters. Okay. So, okay, I'm going to say there's no questions. You guys, I feel like you're getting ready for work in this week, right? Do your mind dump tonight. Write down everything that's bothering you, that's on your mind. Pick out your top three to put on your to-do list. And then as early as you can the next day, still do your morning routine, but break into the routine. So really quick example on this, on the morning routine. Say part of your morning routine is to go for a run or a walk, which I'm doing a lot of as the weather is still nice and going for walks. Maybe do the hardest thing that you wrote down before you go for the walk and let the walk be the reward. Does that make sense? So jump into the morning routine, get done what you need to do, get the hardest thing done out of the way. You're going to feel so relieved. You're going to feel so proud of yourself, right? And I know this may not work for everyone, but if you're an entrepreneur, then where you have some freedom with your schedule, or you work part-time, then you have some freedom with your schedule. So I hope that is helpful. Yes, that's beautiful. Get like, again, everybody that I have, every single successful person that I have studied, they're scheduled. They know what their day will be like, Sana. Yeah. They don't just leave it up in the air. They may leave obviously some open time, right? Where they can do whatever, but the bulk of their day is scheduled. They know from this time to this time I do this, then I have lunch here, Then I have some phone calls. Or I'm at work from this time to this time, but then I'm going to go to the gym, right? That's my time. I go to the gym. So I think that's going to really help you. Keep track of tasks. And then unplug for an hour. Yeah. Oh, if you can unplug for longer, more than an hour, your body needs a longer time to kind of get into going to sleep. Sana, if you could do an hour and a half, 2 hours would be even better. That's my recommendation. All right. So do sign up for the chakra challenge. The link is in the chat if you scroll up. And before I sign off, and I just want to thank everybody who was here: Lakeisha, Darth, B Carm, K, and then a lot of numbers. Virgo Bliss, Peach Mari. Thank you so much for being here. I'm just looking at all the names. Dreadhead Beauty, Mia Top TV. Yep, shorten it up. Lydia, it was a pleasure having you here. Janae, wonderful to see you guys. Wonderful to see you. I think that this might be a little late. I think my live's a little earlier on Sunday, like 3:34. So I will be live all through September. And then as my course is gearing up, I may not be live after that on Sundays. But I'm wishing you a beautiful, beautiful week. You're welcome, Lydia. And, do this. Clear the stuff out of your head. Get it out of your head. Do your meditation, 10 minutes a day, any time of the day that you can. You can meditate after lunch, you guys, as long as you have a little space and a little bit of quiet. Okay. You can meditate at any time and just get you at peace, because the world is really so chaotic right now. And I don't want us to fall into that. I want to keep your vibration high. And that's also why the Chakra Challenge, like I said, it is a free offering to the community, and it gives you a taste of my course. So I want you to, be able to see that. But it's 7 days to raise your vibration and to deal with all the political, economic shenanigans, global, everything that we're going through. So just sending you love and wishing you well. So let's just take a deep breath in together. Don't go yet. Let's just do a little short meditation. Really, really short. Got my bell. I like to, hope you can hear that. Go ahead and close your eyes if you can. Deep breath in, blow it out through the mouth. Slow breath. Do that 2 more times. Just inhale, long, deep breath. Sit up taller. Exhale. Let all the stress go. And 1 more time. Deep inhale. Blow it out. Soft. Just notice how you feel from your toes. Just very quickly sweep through your body. Sweep up, shoulders all the way up to the top of your head. Bring up a beautiful smile and know that you are a blessing to the world. You are here on purpose for a purpose. Much love. And my next video will be out on Thursday. Till then, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.